Hello, beautiful souls. Okay, this Bible study is going to be on Malachi. I keep wanting to say Malachi, but I don't think that's right. Old Testament. Here you are. No, that's the new one. There we go. Scootin' Bogan. Yes, Malachi. Malachi, aka Malachi. Okay, so first things first. My microphone's on. That's good. In this book, so chapter 1, verse 2, was not Azu Jacob's brother, but Azu I have hated. Okay, so let's go all the way back to Genesis here. Remember with Azu and Jacob and how the mom manipulated Jacob to go get the whatever animal to kill, and then she made him wear the skin so that he was furry like Azu, and then he was able to take his brother's birthright, which was supposed to be for Azu. Okay, and then to follow it up, the mother sends Jacob away until the brother calms down and blames it on Jacob. I'd be like, you fucking cunt! This was your idea! I'm just saying. She didn't take accountability at all. What she did was send him away until your brother has calmed down from what you have done. Bloody hell, you fucking... That's the Lord of Hosts. Okay, so the Lord of Hosts. Okay, so there's two different lords in here. So mainly everything that is being said. Okay, anyway. Mainly most of the things that are being said is from the Lord of Hosts. And so chapter 1, verses 11 says the Lord. So to me, when someone is putting down two different references of entities, this is talking about two separate individuals or two separate. Why would there have to be the Lord of Hosts and the Lord if there was no separation or no difference in the statement of who is saying it? My honest opinion, that is logic. To me, it's the only thing that makes sense. And to chapter 1. So we get to verse 9. But now entreat God's favor, that he may be gracious to us. While this is being done by your hands, will he accept you favorably? So entreat means to treat in a specific manner. We get down to verses 10 of chapter 1. Who is there even among you who would shut the doors so that you would not kindle fire on my altar in vain? This is telling me who is there to ensure people are knowing God on a personal level. Who is doing that? Who is doing showing them that they have nothing to fear? Who is giving them or making sure people understand what the personal relationship with God really is? I just want to know, because this would make sense in this context. Chapter 2. Where is the God of justice? Chapter 2, verses 17. You have wearied the Lord with your words, yet you say, in what way have we wearied him? Everyone who does evil is good in the sight of the Lord, and he delights in them. Or where is the God of justice? Which one are you going to do? Are you going to pick to say that everyone who follows God's ways, the commandments, and go against what you feel in your heart and what is right in front of you? Or are you going to say, where is the God of justice? Where is the God of justice is because you follow your heart. That doesn't mean you take justice into your own hands, but you are aware of what is right in front of you. You're aware of what you're seeing. You're not going to let some book tell you what you feel in your heart. That is the God of justice. Not saying I'm a God. What I'm trying to say is that's how you let God step in and take control of a situation so that he can balance the scales. Actually, God, without dictating by a fucking book to tell you what is right and what is wrong. But we'll get to that at the end of this chapter, or at the end of this book. So, chapter 3. And the Lord whom you seek will suddenly come to his temple. Chapter 3, verses 6. I am the Lord, I do not change. Therefore, you are not consumed. This sentence, man, when I heard it, I was like, mother hot damn. Whew, that is the most truest statement I've ever heard in my life, okay? Any trauma, anything that you go through, it cannot consume you because God is unchangeable. You've already had the answers within you if you let God come through you. Oh, that sentence took my breath away. My ordinances. Chapter 3, verses 7. My ordinances, and have not kept them. Return to me, and I will return to you. Do not ignore what is right in front of you, what you feel in your heart. In what way shall we return? Chapter 3, verse 7, the end. Will a man rob God? Yet you have robbed me. In tithes and offerings you are cursed with a curse, for you have robbed me, even this whole nation. There is no one ensuring people have that personal relationship with God. This is getting out of hand now. If there's two ways that this could be going. This could be between the Lord of hosts and the Lord, or this could be bringing awareness to what is right in front of you. And I think it's both, to be honest with you. So as we keep on reading, I wrote this. In the stories, of course, certain people are going to be viewed in a certain light. They believe they were chosen. Do not let this fool you to what is immoral, injustice. Follow what your heart is telling you, because that's where God is in your heart. And then at the end of it, the very last paragraph, remember the law of Moses, my servant, which I command him in Horeb for all Israel. With the statutes and the judgments, behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he will turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers, lest I come and strike the earth with a curse. But who said it, though? Are we going to leave it up to probability? Are we going to leave it up to infer? All the different people who get together, who run the head councils of each and every group, who somehow have a royal hand in making decisions for other people? No. And hot damn, I hope you don't. I hope you know that that would be sinning. To let somebody tell you what is right and wrong because you didn't follow your heart. Because that's where God is. That answer is for God to tell you and nobody else. So that last paragraph, that cliffhanger, are those fighting words? Is that a statement of don't lose fear of what is right in front of you? Because Jacob and Azu, they didn't fight with each other back in Genesis. Azu's daughter ended up raping one of Jacob's daughters. Big surprise. Azu and Jacob didn't fight. Azu's daughter ended up raping Jacob's daughter, and they ended up having like a big abomination. But in the end, Jacob was saying to his own kids, you have brought shame to my name. This is not what we do. This is not what we stand for. And don't get me wrong, I believe that neither Jacob or Azu were wrong. But that's because that's what my heart's telling me. And the Lord here is telling him he has an issue with Azu. Azu was stolen from. Azu's mom lied to him. Azu's mom was ashamed of him. Jacob was viewed as this bright, lighted child because he apparently stole the birthright, but you cannot have what is theirs, and people should not want what is yours. They can want it, but they can't have it. Get this fear out of your flippin' brain and realize that two people can have a birthright as long as they know that they are both loved and they don't need to be in competition with one another. That's a birthright. Who's owning that birthright? I don't fucking see that a whole lot. Anywho, that wraps up today's Bible study, and I love you all. Thank you to my new subscribers, and thank you for all my new viewers and who have tuned in to watch my Bible study videos. Please leave your comments or any questions that you have. I love to be able to interact with you guys and see your points of view. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Ciao for now.